Excel. Can anybody tell me it is a product of, everybody knows that it is a part of MS Office. And it is a product of Microsoft. Okay. And everybody knows that Excel is used for data analytics these days. Sometimes for the reporting, sometimes also used for visualization. It is not at all good in visualization because the other tools are there in the market now. Tableau, Power BI, Alteryx, other tools are there. But yes, basic type of dashboarding, we can do it in Excel. It is basically used for analysis. I can use I can perform data cleaning. I can perform data transformation. I can do analysis and can do so many work, can do so many interpretations for my organization. So first of all, if you have already installed the Excel, right? Please go to the file, this option, and account. It will show you that which version you are using currently. Which version right now, if I talk about my version, which version I am using? Which version I am using? Look at here, which is my
365.
365 version.
Hello.
Just check your version. If somebody asks you which version you have.
Hello.
65 is the latest one. Yes. Can you tell me few versions of Excel?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, beta.
Actually, ma'am, I'm just joined, so please explain again, starting.
Not result anything. I have just started. So, guys, you check your Excel. Also, when you press Window R key, you can type Excel and your Excel sheet will be open. You have to press Window R key. Window plus R, and you have to type Excel. It will open the Excel file for you. If you want to open a Word file, what will you type in Window R? Word, MS Word. If you want to open, now Excel is a part of MS Office and it is a product of Microsoft. That I told you. Now, Word, we know that we used to prepare for documents, projects. This is used for analysis, data transformation, data cleaning, data analysis, basically analysis. So I said this is a layout of an Excel file. And I told you just to check your version. What is your version? Just check. Like I checked, my version is 365. Can you tell me your different versions? Which version you are having?
2019.
Okay. Then
2019, ma'am.
2013.
2019. Then 13. That is the older one. You should upgrade. What else you have?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
I have a MacBook, so I have opened those Google Excel sheets.
Better too if you can have a Windows Excel. Why? Because few functions you will face a problem. I will going to tell you a shortcut keys as well. Okay.
Okay.
So better if you can manage with at least Excel in your MacBook. Either you put MS Office or you take 2 operating system, just see at your level. So, so that whatever the keys, shortcut keys, formulas I tell you, it should be, working for that. Even when we later on, when we will be doing Power BI, okay? Power BI will not work on Mac.
Okay.
So it will only work on Windows. So make sure that you have that. Okay. So try tomorrow, you have Saturday, Sunday off. Try to manage that. In also offices, also you will not find Mac everywhere. Okay. Because if you are working in college, in your office laptops, you will have a Windows. Okay. So what other versions you guys having? 2016 everybody must be having. Anybody?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Actually, this time I don't have a laptop or PC. So, what should I do?
But in every
I'm not
have a laptop in front of you, okay?
this time actually.
No
So
problem.
little Excel and
No problem, because today is a little a demo class. It's not a main class. I mean, I will be just briefing out. So from Monday onwards, you should have a laptop with you. Without that, it will not work. Okay? So
okay.
today you
And
have to read the things.
tomorrow we will repeat again what I am downloaded, how I am download Excel and whatever.
It is not downloaded. You have to install this software.
Okay, in PC.
In PC, because you know, if you download, it will better to get the install. Why? Because otherwise it will be pirated. You have to have a key, activation key, to make it activated. You should not be downloading for the trial version. You can download from internet for a trial version, but you need an activation key. Okay?
Madam, I have a link of 2019 version now, MS.
You have to get it from the market, because you know, when
No,
you Google,
I have a link.
sorry,
I have a link of 2019 MS Office software, madam.
okay,
And in that software, it has a link and keys, madam, for activation.
activation. See, we don't give activation because it is you know, that license. It is a licensed software, right?
Yeah, madam.
So, like I am from Delhi, you know. So what happens in my area? There's a big computer market.
Madam, your voice is little bit mixed, madam.
One second. Somebody is speaking in between. One second. So I'm saying, you have to find out nearby market where you can get the pirated software, and where you can get the license key, because if you are not able to manage the amount of that license, if you are a student, then you can get a pirated one. You can get from nearby market or from your friends. You can manage that, because you know, when I was student, I as I said, I am from Delhi, so I used to go to the Nehru Place. There is a market which is a big Asia market of computers. So we used to go there. They give us an activation key, a pirated one. Actually, they crack the keys and they give it, and it works for our students. So the key and everything that you have to manage yourself. But if you are having a 2016 version, I am okay with that. I mean, please manage. If you have 2013, try to upgrade to 2016, because before 2016 there was a older version, 2013. So if you are having 2016 version, 19 version, 365 version, I am okay with that. But if you are saying that, ma'am, I have a very old version like 2010, 13, then it is not acceptable, because few things have changed, few features have changed. So that's why I prefer to use at least 2016. Okay, so you have to get it done from your side. I don't have a key for you guys, because the other software, Tableau and Power BI, I will be giving you. But for this, it is difficult. I don't have, and it is one-on-one. I mean, it is not like one key will work for everybody's system. Okay, so right now you can, if you do not have any software, you can download something like a trial version kind of a thing, Excel from internet, and you can just manage for today. It will be a little demo for today, nothing specific I'm doing. So you can just understand the things. So today I'll take only 1 hour class. Okay. So just a basics will be there. So that you can be ready with what exactly you want from the Monday onwards. So I'm just going to tell you few concepts in MS Office. As I said, Excel is a part of MS Office suite. Now, if somebody asks you what are the different another softwares available in MS Office, can you name? As you are freshers, that's why I'm asking few questions to you. MS Office,
MS Word,
MS Word, yes.
PowerPoint.
PowerPoint, very good. What else? Bas, do ही होते softwares. Only 2 softwares are there.
MS Outlook.
Outlook, yes.
There are MS Access.
Yes. What
There are
will you do?
various other products that we have from MS. So you can see here.
What else?
So Outlook, Word, Excel,
Outlook,
PowerPoint,
PowerPoint,
Access. There's Outlook is also MS Access.
It is a part of MS Office.
Sorry?
It is a part of MS Office, right? You are right.
Yes, Outlook is also MS Office.
Correct. It's a part of MS Office. So there are different things in MS Office. So we are only touching up the MS Excel part. Okay. Now, Look at this sheet currently, the current sheet which you are looking. This is a workbook.
Ma'am, your voice is break.
Voice is breaking. I don't think so.
Yeah.
My network is
Your
okay.
voice is breaking.
What others says my voice is breaking?
No, like clear. Clear, ma'am.
It is actually echoing.
Echoing, my voice is not echoing. Actually, you guys are unmuting yourself, and then you know what happens, the disturbance is coming up. So please mute yourself and let's start. Just listen to me carefully. Okay. So I'm just, as few of you are freshers, so my role is to first to tell you, introduce with the basics concepts. I'm just writing few things for you. Okay. Now, this is a MS Excel file. Okay. Now, these are the different menus. Home, insert. Now, on the topmost bar is written there book 1. Book 1 means a workbook. And each workbook, now first terminology I have written it for you, workbook. Workbook is nothing but, what is workbook? Okay, so workbook is a collection of sheets. Workbook is a collection of sheets. Can you see that right now I am in workbook 1. And right now I'm working in sheet number 1. If I click to this plus sign, I have more sheets. I can add more sheets. So one workbook, this is my workbook name, that is workbook name, book 1. It has sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, sheet 5. It has right now 5 sheets I am having. So workbook is a collection of sheets. And what is a sheet? It is a collection of rows and columns. Now, if you look at here, I am in sheet number 1. Now, can you see some rows and column structure of a sheet? Look at the structure of a sheet. I am in this sheet right now. I am in this sheet. Okay. So what is the structure of this sheet? Look at here. I have these are called rows. The rows are horizontal in nature. These are horizontal. Please don't disturb in between. You are creating disturbance, please. Columns are vertical in nature. Please understand this clearly. Rows are horizontal. Look at here. This is row number 1. The current row which I have selected is my row number 1. The second row which I have selected is row number 4. So rows in Excel sheet are horizontal and the name which we give to rows are numeric. Like 1, 2, 3 and so on. Look at here. Rows are horizontal. Right now I am in which row number? Just tell me. I am in which row number?
5th row.
5.
So rows are horizontal and are presented with which thing? Numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And columns are vertical in nature. Look at here. Now columns are vertical, which is defined with alphabets like A, B and C. Right now I am in which column number? Which column name basically? We say column name. Which column name I am in? G. I am in column G. And I am which row number now?
6.
6th row number. And this is column. So now look at here. This is the worksheet. Now the area which I have selected for you right now, it is called worksheet area. Okay. This is a worksheet area. And what is a worksheet? what I have written for you, it is a collection of rows and columns. What are there in this worksheet? There are so many rows and there are so many columns. So what is a worksheet? It is a collection of rows and columns. Or you can say that it is a collection of cells. Okay. Or you can also say that worksheet is a collection of cells. Now, what is a cell? These rectangular boxes. These rectangular boxes are called cells. Look at here. If I click to this cell, what is this? What is this? This is a cell. Cell is what? It is a, what is the shape of the cell? It is rectangular. Now, actually the definition of cell is that it is a intersection of rows and columns. What is a cell?
It is
Intersection of rows and column. Look at here how it is an intersection of rows and column. Right now I'm in yellow cell. Can you tell me what is the column and what is the row involved in this yellow cell?
B4.
B4.
What is the column involved?
B.
B.
And what is the row involved?
4.
4. So
Four.
that means what is cell? Cell is a
B4.
B4.
that the cell name is B4. But what is cell? It is an intersection.
Intersection of rows and columns.
Right, intersection, because in every cell I will be having a row number and a column name. And every cell in Excel sheet is what I've written?
Unique.
Unique. What do you mean?
Unique.
In the same sheet. I'm not talking about the other sheet. I'm saying in the same sheet, I have only one cell address that is called B4. This B4 you will not find in any other place. Okay? You will not find B4 here, B4 here, B4 here. You will find B4 in the new sheet. Look at here. This is also B4. But in one sheet, you will find only B4 is coming only one time. Naturally. So, this name which I have written B4, you will also find this name in the name box. Now, what is name box? Look at here. This is called name box. Look at here. Swarna, can you please mute yourself? Noise is coming from you. Yes, thank you. Now look at here, beta. If I click to now, I'm just coloring this some another cell. This cell. What is the address of this cell? Column B and row 6. That is B6. Can you find the name is given somewhere else?
Yes.
It is given. Where it is given? Can you see this box? Can you see this box? Where I'm cursor? You see?
Yes, ma'am.
What is this name? This box is called name box. This box is called name box. Now, what is name box? Name, I have written this name box. It gives address of the active cell. Please, whatever I'm telling you, you should know all these basics. Now, name box is giving you the address of the active cell. Right now, in Excel, one time, only one cell is active. What is the meaning of active? Right now, I have selected the green color cell. Now, this cell is active. I can only type in this cell. So please think in that sense, I can only type in one cell at a time. I cannot type 100 cells in a time, same time. I am in cell B9. So I can type only in this B9. So how do you know what is active cell? When you click to any cell, just look at here. H column and 5 column is highlighted. Can you see some difference? If I click here, which column is highlighted? Can you see some color is there?
H.
H is highlighted, and which row is highlighted?
Fifth.
Fifth.
Row is highlighted. That means right now which cell is my active cell? H5. Only one cell will be active at a time. So what is the name box? Name box is giving you the address of the cell which you have clicked. Okay. If I click to this cell, it will give the address of this cell. That is called K6. So this is keywords. Okay. What is cell? Cell is the intersection of rows and column. It is always unique in a cell. Unique in a sheet. Okay. Then what is worksheet? Worksheet is a collection of cells, or worksheet is a collection of rows and column. And what is workbook? I am in currently which workbook? What is my name of my workbook?
Book 1.
So book 1 has how many sheets? How many sheets?
1.
5.
5.
5 sheets, ma'am.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many sheets I have? 5 sheets. So one workbook can contain many worksheets. Okay. One workbook can contain many worksheets. Is this clear to you?
Yes.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
what is the next? What is the extension of Excel? Tell me.
XLX.
What is the extension of Excel? Very good.
XLX.
It is, you can
XLX.
dot XLSX. In the earlier version, the extension of Excel was dot XLS. But now after 2013, what is the extension? Dot XLSX. Similarly for MS Word, what is the extension?
DOC.
Top.
DOCX.
Or what was the earlier version? Extension?
DOC.
DOC. Similarly, PowerPoint dot
PPT. PPT. X.
and earlier was before
PPT. Dot PPT.
2013, it was dot PPT only. Okay. What is the extension of any audio file or a movie file? If I
Audio file.
like if I say dot MP3, what is that?
MP.
MP3 for audio.
Audio. MP4
MP4 video.
video. JPG
What, madam?
Images.
Photo.
Picture.
photos
Pictures, images.
or PNG pictures,
Images.
images,
Images.
PNG. Also pictures, JPEG, PNG, so many. So extension tells you what? What is the meaning of extension? Extension tells you type of file. What the extension tells you?
The type of file.
Type of file. And extension tells you. Okay. Now in interview, like, when the version has changed, as I said earlier, I had 2007 version. I have worked on 3 also, 2007, 2010. Now what happened when the version changed? When the version changed, there is what happens when the version change, features also change. Right? If you know that in the previous versions, if you have worked on previous version, you must have seen that there was a menu system. Do you know that there was a menu system? What was that menu system? Like, we have all these tabs are coming in the vertical manner. Might be you have not worked because you are freshers, you have not worked on that thing. But in the earlier versions, we have a menu system. But right now, when you see where all the tabs are looking here, like look at here, file, home, insert, draw, page layout, all these tabs is called ribbon tab. This is very important. I mean, this is a little theory today, but from tomorrow class, there will be no theory, but at least you should know all these concepts. So this is called ribbon tab. What is ribbon tab? Where we see all the menus. Can you see this? What are the menus option? home, insert, draw, page layout, formula, data, review, isn't it? These are called, this complete tab is called ribbon tab. What is the topmost bar called? The topmost bar, that is called title bar. Okay. Below the title bar, we have ribbon tab. Before ribbon tab, this is called name box, and this is called
Formula bar.
this is formula bar. And this is my worksheet area, and the last is the status bar. Okay. Fine. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, let's create a simple sheet today. So those who are having a Excel sheet in front of you, please create some sheet. So today I'm going to tell you few basic things. Suppose you are creating your graduation mark sheet. Okay, how much marks you have scored. So what you are writing? You are writing here graduation mark sheet. Okay. Now below the graduation mark sheet, you will write your maybe suppose you are writing subject's name, serial number. Maybe it is for different students. So I'm just creating very simple right now. So in the cell we type. So I'll write roll number. Suppose you have learned economics, you have learned mathematics, you have learned maybe we can say, what you can type, political science. Suppose you have learned all these subjects, correct? And suppose English. 4 subjects you have learned. Now what you have to do, you have to type in each cell like this, and you have to write down here total, and then you have to calculate the percentage. Okay. Now what you have to do, now in interview they can ask you, like as I said, when the version change, look at here, when the version change, the feature gets changed. So I was telling you that earlier we have menu system. Right now we have a ribbon tab. That means every option has come up in horizontal manner. Another thing, in the earlier versions, we have very less rows and columns, like 65,536 rows were there. Earlier version, you can write down somewhere. In the earlier version, we have 65,536 rows were there, and 256 columns were there. Okay. But now, how many, if somebody asks you in your current version, how many rows and columns are there? How will you check? Can you see this triangle button? When you click to this triangle button, don't leave it, keep it hold. You will see in the name box, how many rows and columns, just read and tell me. How many rows are there and how many columns are there in my current latest versions?
10,48,576
Lakh.
rows.
10,48,576 rows. And
15,384 columns.
And how many columns? 16,000.
384.
So that means 16,384 columns has been there. On 10 lakh, how many?
46.
You have to remember 48,000.
48.
Okay. 10 lakh 48,576 rows right now. So what do you think? So why this has been changed? As the version is changing, why this has been changed to this? What could be the reason? One of the reasons.
Data has increased.
Because we are talking about these days about big data, isn't it? And we are saying that big data is coming up. The data is changing, data is increasing. When we talk about big data, the data is coming in different volumes, variety, velocity. The data is coming in a very huge velocity, variety, and volume. So actually the data is changing. The size, we do not have now very few data. We have very big amount of data we have to analyze. That's why they have changed the version. But still, is it unlimited? No. If you talk about millions, billions, is it unlimited? No.
No.
Even when you have 10 lakh, 2 lakhs or 3 lakh records in Excel, it will start hanging if you have worked somewhere. Little bit it starts little bit hanging. Okay. But yes, we can create this much of rows and this much of columns. Now I ask you one logical question. If we have right now this much rows, this much column, then how many cells I have right now? What could be the formula? What is the formula? Like how many cells I should have? I have these rows. I have this much rows and this much columns.
Multiplication of
This
rows and columns.
this
This.
total number of rows multiply total number of columns. I have this much of cells. Okay. So now come to that sheet, this sheet. Now first I am talking about one feature that is called merge. What is merge? Merging means, what is merging? Merging means joining the cells. What is the meaning of merging? Joining the cells. Look at here. I have written in the first sheet, first cell. What is that cell name? A1. I have written A1, a graduation mark sheet in the cell A1. But I have to create a title, the heading on the table. So what I will do, look at here. I will select my cells till the column G, G1. And I will go here and click this button, this in the home tab. This is called merge. Look at here. When I will merge, what will happen? What happened when I merged? What happened in the after merging?
Minus was removed, ma'am.
How many cells were there? A, B, C, D, E, F, G till G. 7 cells have merged to one big cell. Isn't it? 7 cells have merged to one cell. What cell? One big cell. That is called merging.
Merge.
Merging.
What is the meaning of merging?
Combine.
Finding the cells.
Finding or joining many
Cells.
cells. One bigger,
Cells.
okay? Not cells, cell. I'm making one big cell. Now one logical question. Shall I tell you how do I merge? Shall I do it again? Or you have understood how do I merge?
Yes, ma'am. Please repeat.
Repeat. So you should tell me, how do I know that you are not understanding or not? So what did I do? How do I unmerge? You have to click again this button. Okay. Now, right now I have written in the cell A1. So I have to create a heading till G. So what I will do? I will select my complete all the rows like this. First I have to select. After selecting, I will click to this button. One big cell will come. And you can type later on also. It does not mandatory that you have to first type. You after merging, you can type later on. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
This is called merging. How if I do want to unmerge, then from here. Now one more thing. What is the address of this cell? If you have understood merging, what is the address of this cell?
A1.
A1.
Very good. In merging, always we have the first cell of the selection. What is my first cell of the selection?
A1.
A1. Look at here now. Suppose I am merging this, I'm giving this yellow color. Suppose these are my 4 rows. Suppose I am merging this. I am selecting this and merging. Now this has become what? One big cell. Now what is the address of this cell?
F4.
4.
Why F4? Because I have started my first left cell. Left side cell is the F4. So how do I unmerge? I can do. But if I start selecting from downwards like this, then I merge. Then the cell address will be G5. Tell me. if I start selecting from downwards and select like this, or I go from down to up, then I merge. What will be my cell address?
J5.
No, ma'am. It
F
would be
F5.
F4.
5.
It will always
F4,
be
F4.
F4.
by F4 because
It will
Excel
take
sheets, because Excel sheet starts from the left side. The concept starts from the left side. And when you are selecting the cells and merging, the leftmost cell will be the address of the cell always. Whether you select from beginning, from after one, from middle, it does not matter. When after merging, what is the first leftmost cell? Is F4? That if I do not merge, what happens? What is the leftmost cell? Is the F4?
F4.
Okay, that
F4.
will always be F4. Is this clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Now, what you do? Now what I am doing? I am just giving a table border. I am now writing some roll numbers. Suppose 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 5 students are there, 5, 6 students. I am writing some marks out of, say, I am giving marks out of 50. So 50, suppose he scored 34. Okay. Please enter some records like this. In math, suppose he scored. I'm just creating for 3 sheets, 3 records. Okay. Now suppose in political science he scored. In English. And he was absent here.
And he told that out of 50.
Huh? Out of 50. Sorry. Okay. How do I give a border to the table? I will select my table and I will go to click to this arrow, this option, all borders. Here I have so many options. What I have to choose? All border.
All border.
Do it. Is this clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So have you given the names or shall I wait?
No, ma'am, I understand.
You understood. Okay. Now I have to total these marks. What is the formula? In Excel,
Sum
Excel formula starts with sign
is equal to
is equal
sum.
to. So I will write is equal to sum. And I will press the tab button. What I will press?
Sum.
Tab button.
And
Then what is written in
A
the
plus
what is written here? Number 1.
B plus C plus D plus
A
E.
plus
Look
F.
at now look at here. Please
Not
look.
here.
No. Listen. So right now I am writing total case style 1. Yeah, type 1. Type 1. This is type 1. Total type 2. Type 2 means the another way. Okay. So I am writing. First of all, you are saying as ma'am is equal to formula start in Excel with is equal to sign. So I will write is equal to. Then you are saying, ma'am, I want to add the marks of this roll number 10. So I will select this. What is the cell? 3.
B3.
Then I will write plus. Then C3. I will not type, I will just click. Then I will select
D3.
plus
E12.
not E12, E3.
E3, ma'am, sorry, E3.
So now when I press enter,
Yes.
I will get the results. And I will drag this square box. Can you see square box below? In this square box is called fill handle. What do you call this square box?
Will handle.
Fill handle. So from where you drag the formula like this. Now, what are you getting here? Error.
Why hash value is here?
Because error
Because of absent.
is called error. Why it is error?
Absent.
Because in E5, there is no value.
Absent, he will not have a plus total result. If he is absent, then this will not be ignored. This the marks which he has given, the exams which he has given, it will be ignored. Yeah, tell me. I have written this formula. At least he should add this now, these three. What happens in the practical scenario? If you add if somebody is absent in one exam, what happens? Do you get 0? Do you get error or what? What do you get in real life?
That particular subject is skipped and others are added.
Whatever you have appeared for, you will get that total? Isn't it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes,
Yes,
madam. We
we
can
will
get
get that.
So actually it should be 34 plus 23 plus 22 result should come, right?
Yes.
But
Yeah.
Excel, please listen carefully. First of all, let me mute. Please mute yourself. Swarna has always unmuted. Now, in Excel, when you type this formula, when you type with cell address like B3 plus C3 plus this 3 and so on, this is called formula in Excel. When you are mentioning this is called formula in Excel. When you are mentioning cell address, like I have mentioned. Now this will give error always. Whenever there is actually, when you are adding the, why the error is coming? Error is coming because I am adding numeric data with the text data. I am trying to add 34 with the absent. Can you add 34 marks with Shubham? Can you add? Is there any sense
No.
to add 34?
No,
No.
Whether I write Shubham or whether I write absent, okay. Or whether I write what? What is this? Debarred.
Debarred.
When the person is debarred, what is the meaning of debarred? He is not allowed to give the exam because his attendance is short. Isn't it? So this formula, this is called formula in Excel. You're not writing any function. This is, you're writing your user defined cell addresses, writing with your hand. So in this case, when you are adding number with the text, suppose here also this he is debarred in this subject, suppose I will get error because this function will not able to ignore the text. So we will not going to use this method. I am going to write a method that is called is equal to sum. Bracket start. What I will do, I will add these results like this and enter. And then I will drag. What will happen in this case? I will get the results properly. This is the, now sum is what? Sum is the name of a function. Sum is what?
It is the name of a function.
It's a function. And what is this? It's a formula. This is called formula. And what is this? I'm writing one function name. What is the name of that function? Sum.
Sum.
And what does sum do? Sum purpose is it will ignore what is doing right now here. Why I'm getting this? Because I'm adding 33 plus 23, that is 56, and ignoring demand.
String.
I'm ignoring what? Absent. Is this clear to you?
Yes.
The difference between formula and function? So
Yes.
which practice you will refer in future? You will
Second. Type 2.
Sum.
Function.
use a name of a
Function.
Function.
please do this. Do it yourself.
Did.
So in interview, they ask you sometimes difference between formula and function. Functions are predefined, isn't it? I have already, in Excel, it is already predefined. Sum is defined. Similarly, we will learn more functions. It is predefined, but formulas are not predefined. Sometimes, suppose here you are adding, might be your logic is like you are doing cell address C3 minus D3 divided by E3 or E5 or E2 or E5, whatever, E9. So this is what you are creating yourself, some logic. So this is what? A formula. So it is user defined. It is what?
User defined.
It is user defined. And what is formula? Sorry, function?
Predefined one.
The predefined.
Is this clear?
Yes.
Example of functions? Sum. We will learn max, min, and so on. Countif, sumif. But formula is user defined. You write your own logic using the cell address. Have you done these two?
Yes, ma'am.
Now calculate a percentage. Calculate percentage. How do you calculate a percentage in notebook? I scored 115 marks. Out of what? Out of how many?
50.
50. Out of 50.
200.
How many subjects I have?
300, ma'am.
100. How many subjects I have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, ma'am. 4.
And
4
each
subjects.
Total 200 marks.
maximum marks is? Each subject maximum marks is what?
200, 50 marks each.
This is from 50, huh? This is also from 50. This is also from 50. This is also from 50. So what is the total?
200.
200.
200.
So in your notebook, if you want to find out a percentage, how will you find out percentage?
Marks divided.
10 marks divided by
Yeah.
total marks into 100.
What do you do? Actually, you do obtained marks divided by
Total
Divided by
marks.
total marks.
marks.
Multiplied by 100.
100.
Isn't it?
Yep.
So right now what I am doing, what is my obtained marks?
115.
15
Out of
200.
into 100.
and into
100.
100.
so my percentage. Yeah.
G3.
What is the benefit in Excel? You will write a formula only once. What is taking you here? It is taking. Now look at here. I have written only the formula here, G3. When I drag the formula bottom, what happened? G3 changed to G4.
G4.
And G4 changed to
G5.
this is the concept you have to remember in Excel. Whenever you are dragging the formula from top to bottom, what is changing in the formula? What is changing?
Cell number. Cell
हाँ,
number.
cell number तो change हो रहा है. In cell number, there are two things, row and
Row
column.
number changing.
Ah, yes.
So what is changing? Row
row
is
number
changing or column is
Row number is
Row
changed.
number.
Column.
तो जब आप formula drag करोगे vertically, so what is change?
Row.
Rows.
And when you drag the formula horizontally, what will change?
Column.
column.
Columns.
Column names will change.
Yeah.
Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes, madam.
Understood how to calculate the formulas, and we will only write one time. Now, shall I tell you some shortcut key?
Yes.
Now,
That's needed.
you have written only one time the formula. One option is you said, ma'am, drag it like this. Isn't it? I've dragged. Second method. What you have to do? You can click here and from this fill handle. You know what is fill handle now? Square.
Yes.
When you left double click, then also it will come. What do you type? Left,
Double click.
left double click. What will happen? It will, what it is doing? It is copying the,
Formula.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at here. I'm just dragging. What happens? It is copying and referring for the next cell, you know?
Hmm.
Look at here. And another way, third way. There is a shortcut key. What is the shortcut key called? CTRL plus. Anybody? CTRL plus?
D.
How I will do? I will have to write one formula. This is mandatory. But you have to write the formula. After writing the formula, you will select. Okay? Select from between.
Those rows.
Not from the corner. You will select from the between. And you will press Control.
Control D.
And can you see this is 1 decimal place? This is round off. This is 1 decimal. So I will select what I will do. Increasing decimal. Decreasing decimal.
This.
Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you tried this Control D? This one. How did you try? How will you try? After writing one formula in cell, you will select from between and you will press Control D. And round off will be from here. Is this done?
Yes.
And last for today, I will calculate percentage again. Here you are getting what? 58. Suppose I want this result. How will you do? 58%, 28%, 40%. I want this way, not this way. Anybody? How I will get this result?
Madam, we need to change general
Change
format
it to?
into percentage format.
You said you change this into percentage. So I click here. What happens?
No.
What is the problem in this changing this? Look at here. What is the meaning of percentage? 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 You have done in school. Into 100.
Into 100.
No. Meaning of
No.
percentage. To calculate in percentage, what you have to do? Into 100 or not?
Yes.
Ma'am.
Do with into 100. Now we have done into 100 here. And also I am doing one more time. What? Into 100.
Into 100.
So will it show this way or not? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
What we have to do to get it to percentage? I have to remove this into 1. Isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes.
I have to write I scored 115 out of 200 and I will be clicking here.
Okay.
And then dragging.
Ma'am, explain again.
Yes, what are you saying?
मैम एक बार फिर से करिए.
I said, look at here. Earlier, what happened? I did into 100. Okay. When I did into 100 in the formula, and I want the percentage sign also in the formula. So I said I did this. When I am pressing this button, what is happening? Actually, already in the formula, I have done into 100. And one more time I am doing from here. What is happening actually? First I did into 100. Then again I am doing into 100. So basically what is happening right now? Into
1000. 10.
10,000. Okay. So what I have to do? If you want answer in percentage format, so what is the rule? You will not use 200 in the formula and you will choose from percentage. Here.
Yeah.
Logical functions, little bit, if conditions, okay.
Yeah, madam. Yeah.
You should know text functions. Text function is used to clean the data, clean and transform. Okay. Then you should know VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP, which is very important. And match index and pivot table. These are very, very important topics. Without this, it is difficult to survive. So you should know text functions, VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, match index, and pivot table for summarizing the results. So these are very important. Meet, you have to create a table like this for 10 records. You understand 10 records?
Yes.
So you have to create 10 students here, 10 marks and total and the percentage for 10 students. Then after that, what will you do? For 10 records, after that, you will color the headings. Okay. You will give border to the table and you will do merge the headings. Okay. Will you do this, all these things? 4 tasks? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, madam.
So